Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons from Kiss have written hundreds of songs over the years. In the early days of the band, they would sometimes write together or share ideas and then make changes. Over the last several years, it's been fun to hear Paul and Gene argue over who wrote which songs. When it comes to the song 100,000 Years from their debut record, Gene said this: "I read a book called 100,000 Years, where 100,000 years ago we were visited by aliens. Also, Einstein's theory of relativity. I was reading all kinds of space and time continuum stuff, and it was all swirling around my head. And I started to think, what happens if you're an astronaut and you leave? How long could you stay in love? I wrote it at the Puerto Rican Interagency Council while I was working there in the daytime as the assistant to the director. So I showed this stuff to Paul, and he's going, 'Are you out of your mind? What's 100,000 years?' I said, 'Let's just try it.' And then Paul came up with some stuff, and I added the riff. And then Paul had this to say: 'I came up with the entire lyric, the melody. My recollection is that I think the bass pattern was changed, and what went on top of that was basically mine.'